my channel. I remain your girl, ADEM. Hi to the goddess. And here with me is our guest host for today, Sophie.
Hi guys.
Okay, we are back on our most sensitive topic of the century. Sexual abuse and sexual consent. Pardon me, because I have a whole lot of stuff on my head, so I didn't plan to forget my topic. Okay, so I've been really emotional of late because I've been having back-to-back DMs on my social media platforms. A lot of people have been commenting, a lot of people have been giving their stories, and to my surprise, I'm getting more stories from the guys, more sexual abuse stories from the guys. And then, because of the stigmatization, because of people would say, everybody's trying to hide in their shell.
Of course.
Nobody's talking about it. And they're all asking me, is there going to be something we're going to do about it? I don't know, but that would be for us to talk about that later outside the camera. So we don't promise what we cannot fulfill.
Of course.
Of course, so,
completely.
Anonymously, I got a guy that sent me a message about his stepmother abusing him sexually when he was so young. I think at the age of 5, 6, 7,
You both
8.
had a penis then. I'm sorry.
Consecutively. I'm serious. His stepmom.
What is so attractive about a child's body?
I don't know, but that is the problem.
But how long did he have sex with her?
A longer time than you can imagine.
That's the problem. They are grooming these children.
Sometimes my next episode, I'm going to read all our messages. I'm going to read all the stories out, and then one after the other, we just have to talk about this thing.
It's gonna take a long time then.
Yeah, I don't mind. We have to keep doing this. We have to keep doing this until our message gets out there, and
it's hard. Our voices are hard because sexual abuse is everywhere.
It's epic.
Everyone is a victim. Everyone is a victim.
I thought I'm the one thinking about it, like
adults,
most people.
teenagers. Everybody's a victim.
Male,
our
female,
mothers.
even our mothers. That was what I said in the last topic with they're doing, and then she was giving me examples in marriages. We have a lot of abusers, but they don't see it, because
in relationship we have abusers.
Because in Africa, our
But
men
in the world,
men feel so entitled to their sexual activity.
so when you tell
as
them,
long as
when
they
you
have,
tell them I'm your girlfriend, it's like I own you.
yes,
I own your body.
yes.
When I say spread,
you spread it.
you open like a sandwich, baby.
Like when I'm ready for it, you have to be ready
for it. It doesn't matter if, and this thing that guys do when they like try to make out with you and you keep telling them no. And then maybe they get down there somehow, somewhere, and they're like, "Oh, you're wet. But why are you saying?
Why you say no?
Because
you're touching me.
It's not even about touching me. My body. I'm a woman.
And
Sometimes
so
I'm just like that.
Sometimes I'm just like that.
I'm not sexually. I'm not stimulated. I'm not wanting to have sex, but I'm wet.
I'm wet. It's gonna happen.
My body's
eventually.
actually, my vagina is cleaning itself.
Idiot.
Because yes, that is it. That's the work of the vagina. It cleans itself. So it could be wet or whatever. There's an explanation for this. There's a scientific explanation for this. Next time I will tell you guys.
Yes.
I read for a video.
Yes, she's gonna tell us how it cleans. But please don't lecture them from our topic,
So
please.
you could also think I'm stimulated, and then you take advantage of it. I mean, one of my rape stories, by the way, I've been raped 5 times. Well,
whoa. You say that like it's a game, like it's. Well, I think everybody.
I think I got used to thinking about it. But physically, I don't have any issues with it, except the fact I'm not physical. I'm not a cuddler. I'm not touchy. I'm not too touchy. You don't touch me without my consent.
It annoys
the
me.
surprise hug.
Yeah.
Don't do it with me. You get it, and don't sneak up on me for no reason. Don't do it. I could kill you.
You could kill.
Kill. Go away. But like that's the thing. So when some people like try to abuse you and then they find out they think it's consent. But I feel like consent is fem. It's either a yes or a no.
No, no. The thing is, people, they don't understand the consent thing. That consent thing, yeah, baby, is another topic entirely. Because if we put in the consent, there are different ways people get the information. Like, it's not right. When someone does you think it's a consent. Like, okay, like but let's.
But some guys be playing like, I
no.
think women have to. It's the fault of women. Like, we have to know that no is no when you tell a man no. I feel like if you teach men enough that no is no, so when a woman say yeah, he's gonna take that. Okay, she's saying no, I'm gonna walk away from this situation.
No.
And then women will learn to say
yes. There are actually some guys that are that responsible.
Yeah.
They wait for your consent.
Proper consent.
Proper consent.
Not just consent.
Should we do this?
You have to tell me you want.
You want it. Let us both agree to it. Okay, so I think this consent is a very large topic.
It is.
Now, I have more on my table that is talking about the sexual abuse, especially as kids.
Okay.
And I'm talking about kids. I'm talking about toddlers. I'm talking about babies.
That also the parents' fault. I think I was having this conversation last night where people will walk up to your child and then they try to kiss your child and play with your child some kind of way.
Why?
You have to stop it from the beginning.
Why would you kiss my child?
I know, right? But like a lot of people allow it, and it's wrong.
Even their dad should not kiss them. You know that.
I think
Kiss.
you should. It's okay to tell your children there's boundaries, but like when you
I don't have
too
to tell my
much,
kids there should be boundaries.
no, you should teach them boundaries. That's the thing.
The kids.
When you teach them boundaries, yes.
Or they for outsiders or.
But you shouldn't. Being affectionate with your family, it goes a long way into helping you as an adult. I know this because I come from a very physically affectionate family. Yeah, so it helps you a lot in being affectionate with other people. It teaches you that love can also mean a touch when you're having a bad day. Love can also mean a simple hug.
A simple hug, just.
Do you get it? So it's okay to teach your children these things, but it's okay to let them know that there are boundaries to these things. That even if this your brother, he loves you so much, your cousin, he loves you. No, well, not cousins. I'm talking about immediate family here.
Cousins are another world.
Let's not even go talk about
another
cousins.
world.
We are not talking about cousins.
When it comes to the child sexual abuse,
it's cousins and uncles. All the damn time.
That's right there.
All the damn time.
Most times they don't come from those people. They come from this. Is my cousin, she's my cousin came to visit us, my uncle is here from America, my uncle just walked in. It comes from those, the zigzag family thing.
Yeah.
It's just so confusing.
It comes from people you trust. I mean, I told you I've been raped by a pastor I really trusted. And then when I
Did you really rape?
Well, he forced himself on me because I was like trying to tell him to stop. He said, "No one will hear you. No one will care.
Whoa.
And no one will believe you. You are in my hotel room. You just have this sexy aura, and you're making me do this."
And when you tell someone your pastor,
they asked me why did I go there.
I told someone ask you why did you go there?
I told someone I used to trust so much, and I told him like, "Bro, do you
This
know that
happened
this
to
pastor
me.
Raped me, forced himself on me," and then the guy was like,
Why did you go there? That is the next question.
Because it's crazy.
Did that happen to you as a teenager?
No.
Adult?
Actually, in my early adulthood. So it kind of made me very careful about men.
Okay,
Very
let's
careful.
take that, which I don't feel is the right thing, but pardon me. Let's take that as an adult thing. You could manage it. You could talk your mind off it.
But yo, after what happened here, I went home because I just got home from work. Because then I was working. I went home. I had a bathe. I tried to take everything. I felt so unclean. I felt so dirty. I felt so used. Of course, I was not a virgin then. But
you feel used.
I felt dirty. I felt. I don't know how to explain the feeling, but that was the dirtiest I felt. And sometimes when I have some experience in life, I feel like, God, are you trying to punish me for sharing what was not yours, what was not mine?
What did you share?
Like for having sex with a pastor.
Are you crazy? How would you think about that?
Because of course I wasn't a virgin, so maybe
No.
maybe God is getting mad at me.
No.
You know, we try to apportion blames. We have to like believe in
yes,
something.
you have to. You have to put your blame around something. You have to blame something.
Yes. And because he kept telling me it was my fault, for the
It made you
longest
believe
time,
it's your fault.
for the longest time, I believed that it was because I was so sexual. So after that, when someone else tried to rape me, he had brutalized me, he had hit me, and
Wait, after that period, you got raped again?
Oh yeah, but this one, he was a friend who said he was sick, so I went over to his.
Oh really?
And then he hits me. I couldn't even move. And then like with the last tried hard, I just had to use something to hit him. And then when
And sorry to ask, what did you do about that?
what did I do? Nothing. I went home feeling ashamed. That why did I go to his house when he was sick? Because then I had a whole ass boyfriend at home.
The point is, you don't report the case to anybody.
I mean, what was I gonna say I was doing in his house?
Because now you are blaming yourself, and that is the reason we are
That's
here.
the point. I was blaming myself for every case that has happened, because if I was not being too sexual, if I wasn't being too attractive, if I didn't have a sexual aura, a sexual vibe, these people wouldn't come up to
So
me
it's
this
your
way.
fault now.
It was the feeling I had. No, I'm an adult now, so of course it's not my fault. It's the men who could not control their libido's fault.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. But before I knew this, before I accepted this, it took me time. I mean, I just started accepting it like barely 2 years ago, because I had time to process this. I mean, an ex used to force himself on me, and then he would tell me that, you know, I couldn't love you if I didn't do this with you this way.
Oh, no. That is another topic. Some people like to be forced to. They like to force people just because of.
And a lot of people, and this could turn out badly for different people. Like I said, I know someone who was raped 8 times when she was a child, and now she walks around with a dildo. Different people react differently with different situations with this rape thing.
I keep telling people that people that are abused, especially as kids, turn out to be either one or one.
Mm-hmm.
It's either they are sexually lost, or they are overprotective.
Yeah, or it's actually 3 ways, or they could just become people who completely hate sex. I used to have a friend who
Okay, no, now there are
she's
3.
asexual. She's asexual. Why are you asexual? Why wouldn't you let someone touch you? Why wouldn't you let someone penetrate you, babies? Because
I had this trauma.
She was raped by her father.
Whoa.
Yeah, so she was raped by her father. So because of that, she doesn't let anyone touch her, and she never spoke about it, and she had to pretend she liked him the whole time.
She had to pretend she liked her dad?
Yeah. Because obviously she had told someone else in the family, and they told her she was lying.
This, sorry to keep you there. This other families that we run to explain what has happened to us too. Why don't they always believe the stories? They always feel you cooked the story. And at a point, growing up, I started understanding that these people actually know what you're talking about is right. You know, they know that you do not just cook up the story, but they don't just care. I think that is the word.
It's not about care. It's starting drama.
They don't want to start the drama. They don't want to fight.
Why would I want to fight for what isn't mine? Touch their own children and see.
For example, when I was younger, I used to have this extended family guy, brother, uncle, I don't know what to classify him as. I used to have this guy, this brother, or this uncle, you know. I used to have him, and he would ask, there was a day I would never forget my entire life. I was about 10, and the guy asked me to come, take Tom Tom. You know, I was small. You know, we're Africans. We respect and we want to meet our uncles and all of that.
Of our existence.
Yes. The respect is even overhyped in Africa, but let's just leave that. Okay, so this guy actually said, come, Wagba, and I'm like, okay. And then we went into one of the rooms because it's a big family house. And then he touched me. He literally molested my being. And, you know, I was surprised. I was about 10.
Yeah.
I was in primary school. And you know, I came out, you know, after the whole touching thing. So after I cried to one of my other favorite uncle. And I told him, okay, I'm going to say it in Yoruba language, okay? And they're like, but I told you for what coming, you know, and it was like, kilo so. I said, what for what coming? Like, he touched me.
Yeah, of course.
But he doesn't believe it. And since that moment, I started hating that my favorite uncle.
Of
Because
course, it's
how
enough
on
to hate
earth
him.
will I just come and cook up a story of being abused at age 10?
Of course, I knew you were right. He knew you were lying.
To date,
But you were not his child.
okay,
You
to
were not
date,
his battle to fight. And that's the mistake we're all making. Every child is a battle for us to fight.
I wish I can see that the other uncle, the one that molested me, I could see him. Maybe one of those days when I travel back home, you know, when I go to Nigeria and I see him and I say to his face that you are the big fault in my life. Because baby, right now, I'm extremely overprotective. I don't want I don't even want a she to come close to me. And no, I am emotionally active.
Available.
You understand? But I have limits. Because from that moment, I always feel this is what men do. Men take, and coupled with a lot of stories that I've been hearing, experiences, my friends talking to me, my friends crying to me, coming to me, telling me, oh, I was abused, oh, my dad did this to me when I was younger. I just generalized it, and they're like, Dubai. You get it? Like, why can't you all just understand limits? What do you find attractive in a 10 years old child? What do you find attractive in a 5 years old, 2 years old child? What do you find attractive to want to penetrate that child? If no be say you the grace, like if no be say you have mental issue,
There's that.
I think there should be a group, a forum, or something in every constitution in the world.
That they should castrate every man who molests a child.
Kalas,
Remove it.
Kalas, just take it out.
Since you cannot control it. Because that's the only thing. You
That's
cannot
the
be
only
ruining
thing.
a life just
I
for
think
your
there
life,
should be
your
something.
pleasure.
There should be a universal punishment for it.
Yeah.
Anybody that comes to report and you can see the evidence and you can see the truth that this child is saying the same thing. This person, because as an adult you can be abused. So if this person is saying the truth, there should be a universal punishment for it. We cannot just keep folding our hands, folding our hands, folding our hands.
There's punishment for rape, there's punishment for abuse, but the thing is, we live in a lawless society.
That's why I like the Sharia law.
The Sharia law, but the thing is,
Did
if
you-
you come out, it's for you to come out as a woman. How many women has reported rape?
Baby, the thing is, if there is this,
Law that protects you, but it doesn't protect you from the stigma.
that is the stigmatization is awful.
It does not protect you from the shame. It's recently that sex became so common in our society, so accepted, so welcome in our society. Before it was, before people could say, okay, have sex. Before when sex used to be mentioned in hushed tone. Before when you had to hide the fact that you're not a virgin.
Do you know? My
It's not none that we're so
last
loose.
episode, I was saying, when I was a child, when I was growing up, till I was in secondary school, I dare not call some words out, like sex, private parts, like did you see that guy's, you could just call his private part. The way my grandmother is going to use the back of her hand to slap me. But right now,
this is a lawless society, honey. And the fact is that
you
remember
a 14 years old son or daughter
is having a full relationship with
wants
sexual
to taste
consent.
the sexual. My goodness, what are we turning to? What are we turning to? It's becoming.
You remember this woman who came out this time about this pastor, this popular musician's wife?
Yeah.
Then she came out, and then people bullied her into silence.
And then the people bullied her and said, "Why didn't you say it's that time? Why are you
And
waiting
you
for
know the
this?"
funny thing is the men who are supposed to protect us, that protects the men who are abusers and rapists.
Oh God!
It's the men who were put in our life.
The way
you will tell your man, you will tell a man that, oh, this person I was abused, and he will tell you. Girls are lying about this shit all the time.
All the time.
And it's fucked up. I'm telling you that this is my trauma. This is what made me who I am. And you.
Let's not be gender biased. Okay? Let's not be gender biased. It's happening everywhere. It's happening to both sex.
Of course.
And right now, it seems we've all normalized it. Like it's a norms. Imagine talking about my own sexual trauma. And someone else booked it. Oh, that is all that happened to you. My sister.
My cousin was raping me. My brother was raping me for 5-7 years.
Someone would say, my sister, when I was 2 years old, I was raped, but I did not do anything about it. And you're so happy about it.
Because
what kind of society?
Because now she can talk about it. It's okay. What about the time they couldn't talk about it?
Man, we have a long way to go.
There's so much trauma. There's so much unhealed trauma in this society. In this generation. There's so fucking much unhealed trauma. We all go through. We're just absorbing trauma. We're just absorbing trauma. We're just absorbing trauma. We keep absorbing.
And it is killing us.
Yeah, we're becoming trauma ourselves.
We are becoming something. We are becoming the problem.
Broken people break other people.
That's it. Because whatever your experience is as a child tells a lot about who you're going to become and who you are.
Yes.
And by the time you've been abused like 8 times, it's either you are overprotective, you become so loosed, or you just become nonchalant about everything.
There's some girls who cannot stay without sex because they've been abused so much, and now they just need some of these people who like violent sex or whatever is as a result of the abuse. Some people they are role play. If you ask them to do role play, you will see they will ask you, can you act like my mother? It's not because they have a crush on your mother. Sometimes they were abused by the mother.
Yes, they were abused, and it's in their head already.
That this is the only form of sex that can help me calm. That can help me feel good.
This is the only way I feel sexually active, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Man, we have a long way to go. I don't want us to, because in our next episode, we'll be talking about the consent.
Yeah.
And then reading anonymous messages, because we have to make it anonymous because of the stigmatization.
That would be good.
We have a whole lot in the DM now.
But if you don't want to be anonymous, it's okay too.
Yeah, if you don't want to be anonymous, it's okay. You can come to us, come to our show. We can invite you. We can call you. We can Zoom call you. We can do everything.
Whatever you want.
If you have any message,
comfortable.
Whatever makes you comfortable in your state.
I think the more we speak up about this, the more people are going to understand consent. And the more people are going to understand how much parenting failed.
Yeah.
Because our parents did fail a lot. Because when you try to talk to them about...
And we are about to fail too. We are failing.
We are about to fail, baby.
We are failing. Sorry, we are failing too.
Whoa, TikTok mothers.
Instagram fathers.
Ooh.
Facebook couples. Everybody wants to be
same.
Are
you joking?
Who is this? Do you know this person? Nah, sometimes we don't lose our morals.
We have lost most of our morals, and if we don't find ourselves back, we will be horrible parents who will leave our children to the media
I think I
to
am going
raise,
to,
and the media will help you raise your children perfectly and better.
especially Instagram. Talk of the parenting.
No, actually, Instagram is
Social media
it's
parenting.
TikTok. TikTok will tell you things that your parent do that make your parent a toxic parent. I mean, I saw it somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, that how to get rid of toxic parents, how to know your parents are toxic, and I'm like, ooh, I know some parents can be toxic, but like,
I know that social media has brought a lot of goodness. It has come with a lot of goodness.
yeah, of
But
course.
it has also come with a lot of baddies.
Yeah, it's teaching us a lot of things. I think a lot of us do handle our relationship
Based on social media.
If it's not fly on media, it's not a relationship. Or if the other person, husband, is getting them this and you're not getting it, it is not.
It is pathetic enough, and
Yeah.
every time I just my mood just go from 100 to 0. Especially when I remember all of those things, or when I remember that some people are sexually abused or are abused or are molested. You know, it keeps.
But the
it
best
kills my morale.
solution is for children. I feel parents should learn to tell their
I
children.
think I'm going to start.
You know the song "My Body"? When you talk about my body, it's a TikTok.
It's my
trend.
body, yeah.
It's my body, my choice. So you have to tell your child that your body
It's your choice.
is your choice. If someone touches you the way you don't like, shut them up and tell them, don't
touch me.
Do not respect anyone way too much like that. Make sure you teach your children that respect has boundaries.
Everything has boundaries.
Don't teach your children that this is your uncle, so you have to be
You
so
have to
respectful.
absorb it.
If I touch you the way you don't like,
Tell mommy, stop touching me like
Do you
that.
understand?
Daddy, don't touch
if I
me like
make you
that.
uncomfortable, tell me.
You don't have to be rude about it, but excuse me, uncle.
Be rude if you have to be, honey. No, I'm telling you.
You're
be
not
rude
a
if
woman
you-
of peace. You're a woman of war.
I choose violence all the time.
Every time you choose violence. But you could, I feel you could be respectful when you're passing.
But this is the respect for
That is
you.
if the person understands respect.
That's the point. You have to teach your children you can cross boundary. Go crazy. Come home and tell me that this is why you went crazy. I will back you up the whole way.
Okay. Okay.
But it's true.
I have to keep my children away from you.
Oh, they will
Okay.
come after me. That I will be the great influence in the aunt.
No way.
But you know,
But
they
really,
usually say
really,
that.
let's be sincere about this. Really, you have to teach your children that they should be able to set boundaries.
Yes.
You have to let them know there are different ways to show affections. It's not until you are being touched.
Don't touch me. Do
And
not
then
touch
when
me.
you are being touched and you don't like it, or when someone
But you know,
threatens you that
teachers also molest children because you teach your children to respect people. Not that you should not respect people way too much. Respect has boundaries.
I understand. You cannot just what was I about to say? You have to teach your children that okay, this person is touching me. You respectfully say it. You touching me, I don't want to be touched.
Disrespectfully say
Wait, hold on. And when you see that the person is not buying the calmness, you can go rogue on the person. I don't mind. You come home to me then. We take the fight to the hood. I'm from Shomolu, sister. Forget this accent we are trying to look. Calm and good.
Yo.
I be good love, confirm. I'm the road to the core, but you
Well,
have to
yeah.
teach them to respect, because from where I come from, respect is
Reciprocal.
yes. And then I understand that you could make someone understand what you want to say without being rude, but by the time that you see that this person doesn't want to take it, you just go back, and if it happens, just come back to mommy. Mommy has got it sorted out, don't worry. Mommy has got everything sorted
Some
out.
parents.
You
Oh
know.
my God.
I got everything sorted out. Don't
But
worry, I know how to handle people like that.
I feel you though. I feel you because.
You understand? So
Because-
it is what it is, though. Well, no problem.
But you also need to teach them that their teachers, their uncles, me as the parents, learn to teach me my boundaries too.
Of course.
Sometimes I should be able. I feel like okay, this Gen Z, our parenting is gonna be good in a way, and it's gonna be bad in a way because
That's what I'm saying. Goodies and the baddies. We
because
have
the
both
good
ways.
the good ways, yes, is that we are going to become more informed parents. We're going to be able to teach our children that.
Hopefully. I'm not talking
No,
about
the ones that are sensible amongst us.
Aha.
Yes.
So learn to quote and unquote your.
Yes, exactly.
Because
we will be able to. The ones who are
I
sensitive.
have seen a lot of stuff on social media. Sorry to cut you. I've seen mothers wearing this big gold dazzling chain on babies that are like 2 years old or 3 years old, and they call that parenting. You want to show them that you are Olorizi money. You know that thing?
I think this thing about talking about dressing children is a topic for another day.
Okay, so let's.
Because we're not like it's something like I work with children, so I'm an authority in that.
Okay.
So dressing children as children goes a long way for their mentality.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going to have that conversation.
Okay.
But
so,
if you're dressing your child as a slave queen, of course that's not the reason why other people should be attracted to the child, right?
No. That is what I'm saying. You can you can dress the way you are. We just need more responsible.
I should be able
more
to wear
responsible
short clothes
people, you
and
know.
be comfortable with it. Don't raise your voice to think that when I wear a short dress, it means I'm giving them consent. Don't do that.
Exactly. That is what is.
Don't
That
do
is
that.
the
Don't make
major
your
thing.
boys think
It's
that because they can
called
see
good
my
parenting.
my
They can see your
cleavages,
titties, you know.
they can see my cleavages. I'm trying to seduce them. Honey, I'm trying to be comfortable.
I'm trying
It's
to
just
be
a body
me.
part.
I'm
You
trying
know?
to be me. It's my body. I could do whatever I like with it. It
Yeah.
doesn't give you an authority or your. Please.
This goes a long way, and I think there's like everyone wants to talk about this at some point.
Yeah.
So maybe we should like have like a therapy, a trauma class.
I was
like
thinking of
yoga.
something.
Remember the yoga instructor? We used to have like yoga and like therapy, trauma classes. And, like,
I'm thinking of a seminar with people. Maybe I'll do a seminar. I'll start a seminar maybe 4 times in a year. Maybe I'll do the seminar and then maybe we'll talk about good parenting, your ideas about good parenting, sexual abuse. I think I will start the seminar and then let's see how far we can go from there, you know. And then using this medium and then using that other medium, both of them. Let's see how far we can go.
That's a good one because there's one thing to talk about things and it's one thing to fix the situation.
We would talk about it and we will find
the seminar is a way of fixing because once you heal from your trauma, you're not going to be passing trauma. You wouldn't be saying when a guy rape a girl because a lot of guys applaud their fellow men for raping women.
Mm-hmm.
They say you are a man.
Yeah, a man.
You're macho.
Kudos.
And when a girl say, I forced him to sleep with me, I blackmailed him and he slept with me. And then you go to your girls and they're like, bad bitch. Honey.
You're not a bad bitch.
You're
You are a psycho.
You're a psycho.
You are a sick person.
You are a horrible,
Don't do that.
dirty, disgusting female.
Exactly. Don't ruin other people's life because you want to be a badass.
Yeah, because I remember there's a guy who told me like he was raped by 5 girls in school.
Okay, man. Don't worry, we will talk about that on our next episode because I see as Sophie is firing. We might be here for over 2 hours, but we don't want to keep you guys waiting and then keep. What should I tell them? Continue to be with us, okay? Because I'm sure the person
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Stay tuned. Give a like and make sure you turn on the notification bell so whenever we post a new video, you're following.
My girl is giving the vibes, yeah. So she's taking over. She took over the whole thing, you know. She's giving the vibes. Thank you so much. I remain your girl, ADEM, hi to the goddess, and this is Sophie. Thank you, baby girl.
Thank
Bye,
you,
darlings.
Bye. Love y'all.
Love you.